Hey, welcome back. This is Joel with Swagger. In this video, I will be going over how to boost your Instagram game. Coming up next. Normally, what I would do is because I'm a portrait photographer, if I want to share some of my images that I recently shot, what I would do is on the Mac, I would do my edit and I export my favorites, maybe a handful, and I would use Apple's AirDrop, and I would export that to my phone wirelessly, and that's how I would normally share my favorite photos for each session. But in this case, you don't have to be in the business. Although it has helped me grow my clients in wedding photography when I used to shoot weddings, as well as my photo booth business. So it really helped me a lot. So let's get started. So on your phone, just launch Instagram. And since I'm indoors, I don't really have any uh, good subjects to shoot. So I would just pick from my library. Let's see here what I would use from my recent shoot. Just pretend that I just recently exported that. Okay, mostly my kids. Okay, all right. How about this one? Kara and her dog. Okay. For some reason, it's Instagram is not properly framing the shot, so I would just because I have my logo there, I would just crop it in this instance. So I think it's pretty good right there. So hit next, and you don't have to choose a filter if you don't want to. So this one's properly exposed, and it looks great. I would hit next. Okay, so this is the main part where you will step up your Instagram game. So I set up where it would automatically post my photos on my Facebook page, my Facebook business page. So I will click that, and then I will hit the location. Now this is very important. So wherever you're shooting, I would also tag that location. So I shot this in Paramount Ranch. So I would just look for that location. Okay, and then just write a good photo. Write a good description of the photo. Check out. Oops. Check out this awesome teaser of Kara and her two cute dogs. Okay. Alright, so from that, I would just hit OK, and then I would share. Okay, and from there, I would, so this is the most important part. Okay, so normally you would apply hashtags on the initial description as part of the caption, but I recommend putting your hashtags on the second comment. So as of today, per Instagram, you can add up to 30 hashtags. So you would just put like hashtags that are relevant to the photo, whether that's a location, or if it's the theme of the photo, or something just unique to that location or to that particular shoot or to the particular photo. So you can have up to 30 hashtags. So I normally put maybe 15 to 20 hashtags per photo. That can be very tedious because there's no way to automatically copy and paste those hashtags after you shared or you entered the hashtag. So there's a couple ways to do it. One is to just copy and paste it on the notepad tool, or use like Evernote, and I would just copy some of your default hashtags, and then maybe add a handful more of unique hashtags to based on that location or that shoot. So for this one, I would just okay, so Paramount Ranch. Since I've been using many of these tags, so it's gonna pop up here. So Paramount, and then I would just pick the one that's the closest. Paramount Ranch, portrait, session, and don't forget the locations. So even though you have Paramount Ranch, don't forget the city, Gore Hills, and let's see, and then I'm in Ventura County. So even though I shot this in technically Los Angeles County, I would just also hashtag my own studio. So Los Angeles County. So, and then what else? Photographer. Although you don't have to be a professional photographer, you can put in photographer. So it has a lot of posts that are using the hashtag, so I would just use that. Let's see. I put outdoors, and then this is a mini session, and then portrait, photography. Okay, so a lot of people are using that hashtag, so that's great. So you, okay, so like I said, you can have up to 30, so I'm just gonna add maybe a handful more. Mini session photos. Let's see, Los Angeles photography, and of course, if you're using off-camera flash, which I was using, you can also put that. You don't have to. Off-camera flash. So I would even use a simple hashtag as photos and portrait, portraiture. So really, there's a lot of ways you can add hashtags to each post. So again, it can get very tedious if you have like a handful, especially if you're a wedding photographer. You have maybe 15 to 20 photos you want to share on your Instagram account. And so what I would do, I would just use Evernote or maybe a notepad tool app on your phone, and just put down your most common hashtags, and then just copy and paste that on the second line. So I think we have a good one for this video. I mean, I could go forever on what variation hashtags, but just make sure it's it's unique to the shoot, to the location, maybe to the person, and just anything that would be unique to that particular photo location, or maybe to that theme. That would really help a lot. So again, you have up to 30 hashtags you can add to each post, and just make sure it's relevant. Don't be spammy. Like just use hashtags that are not relevant to that particular photo. So just make it as relevant again to that particular shoot. So that'll be for now. Let me post it there. And normally after I tag each photo, I will get like already handful of likes for each photo, because a lot of your possible audience are using the magnification or the magnify button, and they would use the hashtag. So I didn't put the hashtag for my business, but I would just put Student Swagger. For example, they just happen to look for Student Swagger, and there goes all my photos from my recent ones, and so that's how they would find me or you. So if you have any questions, just a comment on the comment line below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you very much.